Greetings from your friends at and from the Friends of Salisbury Cathedral. Wherever, whenever or however you're watching this, as we gather online for this Winchester Friends Festival weekend. Thank you very much for inviting me to be part of it. Times are hard. People are anxious. Some are angry. And at times like these, you need your friends. And friendship is such a lovely thing. It's less spectacular than passion, but it's got far more stamina. And friendship is a clue to how God sees us. The God who promises Solomon in the reading we've just heard, when you pray in the temple, I will listen, is the same God who met Moses in the wilderness, as the Bible tells us, and spoke to him as one speaks to a friend. And Jesus, on the very night of his betrayal, at that Last Supper with his disciples, says to them, I don't call you servants any longer. I call you friends. There is then no prouder badge that you can wear. And the key to friendship is generosity. When you're in need, a true friend is the person who doesn't ignore you or does the minimum required, but who says, anything I can do to help, and means it. So now, as our health crisis ushers in an economic crisis, all charities and good causes are looking to their friends. And what a wonderful witness it would be if it were possible to say that the Winchester Cathedral Friends, thanks perhaps to your devotion and efforts, had a membership that had held up, perhaps even gone up, despite the lockdown. Well, there's a challenge. But what is it that you are friends of? These buildings are exercises in impossibility. Solomon, when he dedicates the temple in Jerusalem, realizes the impossibility. He says to God, not even the heavens can contain you, much less this house that I have built. And St. Paul says, if you want to find the temple, the place where God's glory dwells, look not to a building, but to the flesh and blood of faithful people. Well, now, thank God, people are once again bringing their flesh and blood and their faith and their desire for faith into your wonderful building. And there they will find an invitation to make their own an impossible truth, the truth that God, whom the universe cannot contain, wants to dwell in their hearts. The place you have befriended, like this place with its generous headroom of arches and vaults, is a sign of how God regards the people who come into it. God sees them, sees us as limited, finite beings who can know the one who is unlimited and infinite. And so time spent under your wonderful soaring arches will be an invitation to see that moment, any moment, this moment now, as the hour of God's invitation. A moment with, if you like, infinite headroom. So thank you for being friends of such a wonderful place. A place that can help those who enter it, can help you and me to know that we are called to be friends of God. Amen.